Welcome back. I think this is it's my fifth stream of the week. I think this is like my first week I've done like a stream every day of the week. Well, at least weekday. It's been a lot of fun, and it just shows, that's our closeness. So I appreciate you coming back again. And yeah, so I mean, such a fun stream last night. So I legitimately, um, well, even in my night, which is obviously hours later, I was I was still laughing about some of the stuff Batsby was saying. So it was just I really appreciate Batsby coming on, and I've seen a lot of comments, asking can we do it again, and absolutely. Batsby and I have already had a chat. We're going to stream together, again as soon as possible because it's just great fun, and and Batsby is hilarious. A lot of people have said we were very funny. It's all like you can't not be funny with Batsby. Like it is just it is just all her. Um, so yeah, but no, I appreciate everyone coming out to last night's stream. So I was going to continue on with the Casey calls today. So we did call 11 last night, so I was going to continue on to 12. But then today's call dropped, episode 23, and I I need to talk about it with you cockheads. It is something else. So we're going to jump to 23. Um, and then we might go back and keep going through in order. So let me say hello to everyone and let's just jump into it, shall we? I am also watching the Packers game right now, so if you hear cheers or sighs or anything like that, that's what's going on. Hopefully, a lot more cheers and sighs. Just as I was about to go live, they made a stop on 4th-1, pretty much on the goal line to Derrick Henry. So I was very happy with that. Anyway, that's besides the point. We're not here to talk about Packers. We're here to talk about Lawn and how much better sex is with a condom. So g'day to Spencer Silvera and Pussy Destroyer and Lawn Sweat Salad and 180 Degrees and Constantin, Tiffany Rose, hello. Mandy J, hello to you. Now, I was going to try and put my template and everything up while I did this, and I always can never do two things at once. So there we go. Where were we? Ilrig, hello to you, mate. And I hasn't read Taken Abroad to me once this week. I guess we're not friends, we're not foes. No migos. April and Pedro, hello to you. Here we are. Road Scholar. And Ma'am Yes Ma'am. And Kitty Velociraptor. And Logan W. Floppy and Fun Bogan. CC. Constantin. And I think I said hello to you, Kitty Velociraptor. If not, hello. Kingpin. What the hell is wrong with your head, Cornville Freeway? Too much, mate. Rocket Fuel Foreskin. Hello to you. Jason Aguerda. Becca. Omega Heber. Late three-way. Slash gay slash. The Duchess of Cornville. Hello to you. My balls itch. Weren't my faults. And while we're talking about Weren't My Faults, so tonight's stream art is actually brought to us by Weren't My Faults. And I love it. It is everything about it, like the detailed, whether the little byline, whether he understands it or not, whether she understands it or not is irrelevant. He understands it, and that's what matters. Weren't My Faults reached out to me earlier today, and said that I could use this in all of his other pictures. So I really appreciate that, and I will put a link to their channel in the chat shortly. They have a collection of pictures and other art on their community tab on there. So please go and check that out. There's some great stuff there, and I'll be using more of it in the future. Sam Fordyce, hello to you. The lamp that never got to shine on Lawn's dink. Evil Little McNuggets. Mum's third husband. I died by myself. Carlito. Petrisol, TK 101. Sorry to hear you've had a shitty day. Yeah, if this can make it better at all, that will make my day. I really hope you feel better soon, buddy. Who else we got? Peter O'Keefe and Wee Man 2525 and Guru and Cornhole Freeway. I will never stop loving that name. Never change it. I mean, that's that. I didn't mean that to sound like I'm telling you what to do, but it's fucking awesome. Like, keep it forever. Egbert, where's most? G'day, mate. Loved the stream before, but I love all your streams, so you know. Whatever. Bee's Knees, Edamame 417. Gorilla Spawn, Lawns Fernbone, Dr. Cunt, Guru, ADD, Hey Boo, Robert Osland, Cybersqueak, Lawns Probation Officer, sorry, I'm just reading what you said there, Lawns Probation Officer. I've been really enjoying your and Eel's reading of Taken Abroad. I think I should take Lorne back into custody for his murdering of the English language. That was a lot of fun. Eel obviously did a terrible job, but it was still fun. Robophobic, g'day to you. Sorry to hear about the bronchitis, mate. Hope that gets better soon. Tiana James, VJ, Dustin Thomas, Jeremy Brown. Cool. K-Bone Q. I think I got everyone. It jumped around, so I'm sure I missed people. But anyway, let's jump into it. Tang Hole Three-Way. Well, that is pretty good too. That is pretty good too, Cornhole Three-Way. Whatever you do will be amazing. So, cool. Here we are, episode 23. I hope everyone's got their cockheads ready.
No, it wasn't that long of a day. Do you want me to let you go since you're sleeping?
No.
Oh, g'day, Craig, oh my fucking word.
No. I was looking forward to talking to you.
Oh, what about?
So I can hear your sexy voice.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Voice to voice.
So, I used to masturbate on the toilet too.
That is like a brilliant out of context drop. Just no lead up to it. I mean, I don't know what directly preceding was this, but I can't imagine that Casey was like, you know, I enjoy masturbating at the toilet. So for him to say I used to masturbate at the toilet too is really bizarre. G'day, Edamame.
What?
What?
I'm telling you some stuff about me.
Hey, Asbury Brad.
I said I used to masturbate at the toilet.
And you know, sometimes like if you're getting to know someone and they'll be like, you know, tell me something about yourself that I don't know, or you know, tell me something about yourself that not many people know. I don't think that they're referring to this, so probably don't follow Lorne's example and lead with I masturbate on the toilet.
Too.
When?
Actually, I did. Well, even when I was a kid, I did it because it didn't make a mess and I could just flush it. I did it for a long time.
What?
I did it for a long time, even right up until, I don't know, probably 10 years or so ago. Then I realized, you know, it'd be a lot smarter if I used condoms and I wouldn't have to stand at the toilet and do whatever I want to do.
In the kitchen?
No, it's, I could do it in bed if I wanted to.
Well, can't you do it in bed without a condom?
Yeah, but then it'd be a mess. Then I'd have to clean up.
Yeah, but...
Jesus Christ.
Why?
G'day, Pussy Destroyer. And Jake Steele. And Winnie Syllables. And 80s Girl.
Can't feel anything.
Yeah, you can. You can feel the difference with a condom. versus without one.
Well, yeah, it has to feel better without one. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, with the condom makes you come faster.
What? I don't know anymore. This is like to be honest, and I've shared it on on the COD bar thing we did on Slash's channel, and also on a stream here before. But I was after the kind of the story that he told about Paula and her getting up halfway through and that. Even though I've always been very heavily Team Virgin, that story did have me just my mind open slightly, it is a kind of believable story, that kind of thing. Maybe there was some really unsatisfying experience he had with Paula, couldn't get it up, that kind of thing. But I'm done with that now. This call has me back to being certain he is 100% a virgin. There is no doubt anymore for me at least. G'day, Roy's pimp. Roy's a pimp, Lawns a wimp, and Gorilla Spawn. Welcome to you both.
Condom makes you come faster?
Yeah.
How?
Just because of the feeling of it being on the cockhead.
On the cockhead.
They're going back and forth. And rubbing against the cockhead makes you come faster. She squeezes it.
Wouldn't rubbing your cockhead without the condom feel better on your cockhead?
Wouldn't what?
Yeah, guys, having sex with a condom or masturbating with a condom only increases the sensation and the feeling. That's why, there are so many, barely there or, featherlight condoms on the market. That's why no one has, as someone put in in Wes's chat earlier, I can't remember who it was, sorry. That's why no one has any STDs because, why would you have sex unprotected? Because it feels so much better with a condom. Lawn is bang on the money. And g'day Smoke Daddy and Matt92 Machine and Wayne Tech. Welcome. And DJ Payne 1. And Bees Knees asks, is it common for someone with one kind of paraphilia to exhibit several to a lesser extent than their primary? I mean, I don't really know. I wouldn't have thought so, but Lawn is a special beast.
Say it again.
Hey, rubbing your cockhead without a...
And g'day, Trooper Grandson, Chatchabate Billy. That was you. So all credit to Trooper Grandson for that very, very accurate thing. Mary on the Prairie, hello.
Condom on your cockhead. Wouldn't that feel better on your cockhead?
Without the condom?
Yeah.
No, it's with the condom.
I'm saying, wouldn't it feel better without a condom? Wouldn't it make you come if you didn't have a condom on?
No, because with the condom on, it makes you feel like your cock is more in a pussy.
How?
Because it's actually touching something.
How? A condom feels nothing like that. And this is what I mean. This is not a man that has been inside a woman's pussy. This is not. If you think that those feelings are comparable, you have not been there to compare them. It's if you ask someone to describe what an orange tastes like, and because they say they eat oranges all the time, they love oranges, they love to eat oranges for hours on end, and you ask them, okay, tell me what an orange tastes like, and they say, well, it tastes like chocolate milk. I'm going to say, you've never eaten a fucking orange in your life. Stop lying to me. Also, you're a virgin.
Rubbing against something.
Well, isn't it rubbing against your hand?
No.
G'day, Sting.
So when a guy jacks off, he's got his skin that strokes back and forth on his dick, and he doesn't have to touch his cockhead.
Oh, Jesus, stop. Like, stop. There is no need to say cockhead this many times. In this call, I think there's something like 26, 27 mentions of the word cockhead in a 20-minute call. I don't think I have heard cockhead that many times prior to this, and potentially won't hear it that many times for the rest of my life. This is weird. It's like he is trying to turn himself on by mentioning cockhead as much as possible. G'day, VA Hoss, and and Pepsi Tate, and the Cornville Nightmare. Stumble, repent, repeat. Hello to you.
Well, wouldn't it feel more like a vagina
Hey, Richard Johnson.
if you didn't? I'm very confused.
That's fair.
No, it wouldn't feel more like a vagina because if the condom wasn't there, you wouldn't have any feeling against the cockhead.
Well,
You would have the feeling of either, the orifice that you're going into, or your fucking hand, you fucking idiot.
your hand.
Even your hand, you wouldn't have the feeling of your hand because your hand wouldn't be touching your cockhead.
What the fuck?
It'd be touching
Why
the shaft.
not?
Because your hand touches the shaft.
Like, seriously, this guy can't even jerk off properly. Like this is amazing. G'day, Brian Kane.
Shaft.
So then what does the condom do to your cockhead?
Hey, hardcore
Puts
poetry.
feeling against your cockhead so that when you stroke your shaft, it's more actually moving the condom itself too, even on the head of the cock.
Oh, stop
so you
it.
get feeling on the head of the cock too.
Is your dick that big that you can't reach your cockhead with your hand? Or your hand?
Yeah, you're not gonna stroke the cockhead
Why not?
because the cockhead is up top. When you're stroking the cock, you're just stroking the shaft.
Well, why not stroke your cockhead?
Because the cockhead is at the head of the cock. It's not the shaft. On the shaft it's I can't say loose because the skin's not loose, but it's got the skin has mobility on the shaft. On the cockhead, it doesn't. So you're not stroking the cockhead; it's just the shaft that you're stroking.
Well, I'm saying, why don't you stroke your cockhead?
Because you can't stroke the cockhead. Well, you can. You can rub it, but you're not stroking it though.
Well, then why don't you rub it?
Why do I need to do that?
Because it would save you from buying condoms.
Yeah, but it wouldn't save me from the mess.
You don't
And
have
it feels better. It feels better with a condom on too, because it feels more like it's in a pussy.
How does it feel more like it's in a busty?
Feels more like it's in a pussy because it's actually touching something. You see what I'm saying?
No, Lorne.
Because it's touching something.
Right.
Like you mean because the condom's touching it that makes it feel like a busty?
Bee's niece says they hear faint fapping.
What's a buzzy?
Like, I agree. This feels like he is just trying to get himself hard.
What you're saying. That's how you keep saying pussy.
Pussy.
Go
Yeah, no, my speech wasn't that good for a minute.
Oh, just a minute. Every other time his speech is perfect.
When the cockhead goes into a pussy, it's touching the walls of the pussy.
Stallone, sorry.
And that's what it feels like with a condom on.
So
And Constantin, I do bet he reuses his condoms. I mean, hasn't he actually talked about washing them out? I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could have made that up, but I'm pretty sure he's actually talked about he washes them out to reuse them with his callous fucking hands.
Vagina
And
feels
he
like
couldn't use some fucking moisture on his hands. He needs a fucking condom because they're all fucked up.
a latex condom.
No, vagina feels better.
Well, so as long as your cockhead is touching anything, is that make it feel like you're in a fuzzy?
I didn't mean to say buzzy. You can stop calling it buzzy. And no, it's just because the condom is up against the cockhead. That's why it feels more like it's in the pussy than without the condom. You see what I'm saying?
Well, now I'm curious what a pussy feels like, because if it feels like a condom, that's very weird.
No, it feels a lot better than a condom. It feels a lot better than a condom, and it's a different feeling than a condom. But with a condom, the condom is touching the cockhead, so it gives the condom gives it more feeling than if there was no condom on. With the pussy, it feels there's no better feeling than a cock being in a pussy.
There's no better feeling in the world.
Not really. As in a physical feeling, no. But it also matters with the pussy too.
Oh, Jesus.
I've had
Lord, no one wants to, like, you're not a pussy expert. Like, no one wants to hear these stupid fucking theories that you just concocted up. I guess that does sound a bit stupid, seeing that I heard this call and wanted to play it so much. So I guess I do want to hear it, but I don't know. It makes sense in my head, and that's all that matters. G'day to Spooky L68 Crystal Ball ASMR.
sex with some women that didn't even know the difference. Some women that they could tell the difference, that it was really nice.
They said what was really nice?
That the pussy was really nice.
They said their pussy was nice?
That the pussy felt really nice. I've had sex with some women that the pussy, you couldn't even tell that it was inside of them.
You had sex with women and they couldn't tell the pussy was inside of them?
No, the cock was inside the pussy. I couldn't tell that my cock was inside some of the pussy because the pussy wasn't. Every pussy is different.
What? Like, he understands that he at least believes that Casey is a woman, right? Like, why is he mansplaining to a woman what a vagina is like? I don't understand what the fuck is going on here.
Does that make sense?
Repeat the whole thing.
G'day, Blue Boy. And what an entry. That means you got a small pecker, dude. 100%.
Trying to close my windows because this stupid neighbor's dog.
Every pussy is different. I've had sex with some women that the pussy was very loose, and it was like I couldn't even tell that I had sex with them. That my cock had been inside the pussy.
Dick and like a huge gaping hole. You couldn't feel anything.
That's what some of it felt like. And some of them, you could tell that it was in there and that it was really nice feeling.
Okay.
Want me to give you an example?
Oh, yes, please, Lorne. And g'day to Natty Daddy Roy and Fizzy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, get a pen and paper.
Paula wasn't that.
I only want to
good.
say this once.
I really couldn't even tell that I was inside of her.
Sure, Lorne.
Um,
Time to slut shame the woman I've been obsessed with for 25 years.
a woman named Carrie that Paula did not like, just because I had sex with her. She was really good.
What made her really good?
He doesn't hate her. She doesn't exist.
I could feel that I was inside of her.
Figments of imagination are pretty good.
With
apparently.
Paula, I couldn't feel that I was inside of Paula.
At all?
Yeah, really.
Like, to be really clear, Lorne, you know, and I hope you are listening, if you couldn't feel yourself inside Paula, that is your fault. That is because you are too small. It is not because her pussy is too loose. And on top of that, you know what else I find this to be bullshit? Is you have ED issues as it is. So, removing condoms, pussies or whatever, you really struggled just to get it up in any respect. So you're trying to tell me that you were inside Paula, she was so, like, you basically didn't even know you were in there because, you weren't touching the sides or whatever you're trying to say. Well, you wouldn't have, if you managed to get hard, you wouldn't have stayed hard, Lorne, because there'd be no friction, no stimulation happening there whatsoever. So you're just a fucking liar. And it's a weird thing to lie about. Like, and if you're going to lie about this, just do some research. And g'day, Chris Cook and Fingerblade Entertainment. That's a new name. Nice to meet you. And Killing Ass.
At all. I mean, that's
Like
how.
you were humping the air?
Basically, like I was humping warm air.
Warm,
wet air.
Warm air?
G'day, Javon.
Warm, wet air.
Listen how fucking shirty he's getting here, getting all pissy with her. I said warm, wet air, you fucking idiot.
That's about the same feeling.
So like you were just like thrusting in the humidity of outside?
Pretty much. That was pretty much the feeling.
And what Lorne isn't picking up, like the, incredulous sound and tone in Casey's voice, is not because she's an idiot and she's learning about sex for the first time from this super stud here. It's because she doesn't believe you. So rather than getting fucking pissy and acting like a little bitch, listen to that and go, I don't think my crap's being believed.
And then what did the good one feel like?
Stir it up.
I could feel that I was inside of her. There's completely different feelings. She was warm, she was wet, but I could actually feel that I was inside of her.
Was the sex with her good?
It was a lot better than it was with Paula. I had a lot of fun with Carrie. She was
more fun.
Really nice. Huh?
What made it more fun?
I don't know. We had a lot more fun, so we ended up on the floor.
I said, what made it more fun?
I think because with Carrie, I wasn't in love with Carrie. I didn't go through the crap that I went through with Paula, and after going through the crap I did with Paula, it made it not as much fun anyway.
But like what what made the act more fun?
Because I could feel that I was inside of her. And I could tell that she could feel it.
But you didn't do like any different like positions or anything?
No?
So,
Well, what positions?
Just me on top of her. Well, with me and Carrie, I was on top of her. Then
disgusting.
we wound up on the edge of the bed, and then she wound upside down, and I was halfway off the bed.
Like, lawn on top of you, I just could think of nothing worse. Like, you know, whether you're a man or a woman, gay or straight, whatever, lawn on top of you is just the worst sounding thing imaginable.
Then we wound up on the floor.
What do you mean?
He's fucking bad breath, fucking sweaty.
What do you mean you were halfway off the
pasty
bed?
body.
We were literally halfway off the bed. She kept moving.
Oh,
She kept moving
CC.
as I kept going.
Oh, bird.
And she kept moving sideways and then backwards, and she wound up halfway off the bed, and I wound up halfway off.
CC says maybe you just couldn't get it up because you wasn't a 9-year-old holding a flag. And g'day to you, Super J.
Off the bed. And she was upside down, and I was still halfway off the bed. And then we wound up on the floor.
Why didn't you guys just stop for a second and get back on the bed?
Because it was too much fun.
Okay, Lord. I believe you. Really, I do. This definitely sounds real. G'day, Dean Fulford, and voice to voice.
Why was it fun?
It was. Just because we were having too much fun. It was
She was rubbing my cockhead.
just what we were doing. It was too much fun. It was too much fun to stop.
Okay, Lord.
Well, why
Say
was
too
that
much
like
fun
more
again.
fun
I'll
than just
believe you
being
next
on the
time.
bed?
Because it wound up making us both laugh. We couldn't believe that we wound up off the bed.
Well,
And then you just fell to the floor?
lies aren't believable, Lorne, so I understand why you couldn't believe it. I can't believe it. I don't believe it.
Yep.
And then what? You
G'day,
stopped-
Don Dalietta.
Then we got back up on the bed and started going for it again.
What's the best sex you've ever had?
The best sex I ever had. I can say that was probably with Gretchen.
Ha! Gretchen Wieners.
She's the one that lasted 2 hours with her, literally.
Or-
Literally 2
Yeah,
hours.
Literally 2 hours straight.
He timed it.
How do you have sex for 2 hours? Sounds horrible.
It wasn't horrible. It was fun.
Well, what did you do for 2 hours?
Just had sex.
Did that sex.
Well, I know. That's what you just said. I'm saying, what did you do for
Come on, Gretchen, we're going to have the sex. G'day to Charlie Parker and Munkle You Closer 2002.
2 hours?
We literally just had sex. That's all we did was fuck.
We just fucked.
I know, but like, how?
It's
How
just
for
sex,
2 hours?
Sex.
Like, what did you do?
I'd be on top of her, and
Doing the
she'd be on
sex.
top of me. We'd switch positions. We'd do different positions.
She would sex me on top. I would sex her from behind. It was just sex, sex, sex.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Like,
Loving that
what
sex, baby.
positions? Like, what did you do?
I'd be on top of her. I'd be over her. I'd have her legs in the air. She'd turn around and do the doggy style.
Do the doggy style. Holy fuck. Like, he could not sound older if he tried. I want to hear that
I'd be
again.
on top of her. I'd be over her. I'd have her legs in the air. She'd turn around and do the doggy style.
Hey, Dal, we should do the doggy style tonight. I hear it's very good.
I'd lay down, she'd get on top of me, and she'd be facing me, and then she'd do it not facing me.
How did it take 2 hours?
Because I was able to maintain
Cornmeal
a
soup.
hard-on for 2 hours that night.
Yeah, how?
Beg your pardon?
Hard-on for 2 hours. Because I was able to maintain a hard-on for 2 hours that night.
Really, Lorne. You can't have a video where you're like, it's literally standing up on its own. Like, if you were surprised that it manages to stand up by itself without you touching it, without you constantly keeping it stimulated, that's not something that happens often. So the fact that you can maintain an erection for 2 hours is just not possible. It's not possible. And even if you could, to go 2 hours without you finishing, I don't believe that either. Like, this is a lie. Like, what Lorne needs to understand, like, because he's clearly not going to stop lying. He loves lying, so he's not going to stop lying. So if he's going to keep lying, it needs to be believable. Like, I mean, the one time you told something close to believable in your lie, where, a very unsatisfying experience with Paula, you had me questioning, maybe you're not a virgin. But you can't come out here and tell me 2 hours of sex. Nah, not going to believe it. No way, no how. G'day, C and J Dev. And Ethan. Hello.
Yeah, how?
I think it was.
And Jason S.
I think it was because I was turned on by her, but I was partially turned off by her too. Because like a couple weekends before that, she had started hitting on me. Then a friend of mine came in that she knew, and she wound up sleeping with him that night instead of me, and that kind of turned me off. And so then a couple weeks later, when her and I did get together, I was half turned on and half turned off.
So the best sex you've ever had was with a woman that turned you off?
Yeah, it was the best sex, physically.
So what, you just had like half a little boner?
Huh? No, I didn't have half a boner.
Alright, full boner, baby.
I just, the way that I felt, because of what she did a couple weeks before, that turned me off. My feelings about the type of woman that she was turned me off.
Type of woman that she was, she hooked up with you.
To what?
So if she hooks up with you, it's fine. But if she hooks up
And g'day, Loco Cola and Richard Johnson.
with anyone else, that's a turn off.
No, it's the way that she did it. She started out hitting on me that night until my friend showed up, and she knew him. And
If he was better looking than you or something.
no, just she knew him. She knew him, and I guess she wanted to sleep with him before. He had told me about it after, that she'd always wanted to sleep with him, and then he didn't know that she was hitting on me before he came in. Till I told him. Did I what?
Did you cry when you found out?
No, I wound up sleeping with someone else that night.
Oh, bullshit.
And her and I did sleep together. She had a friend with her, another friend of mine. She asked me if I could find a friend for her friend, and I said yeah. And then there was another friend of mine there. And he wound up sleeping with her friend. We went over to his dorm, and his neighbor wasn't in the dorm room. Wasn't there. I guess was on leave or something, but he wasn't there, and they had adjoining rooms with a bathroom in between, just like a hotel room. There's two dorm rooms.
G'day, Battle Rattler, and Killdeer.
With the bathroom in between. And so me and Gretchen went over to his neighbor's room while him and Gretchen's friend stayed right in his room. I'll tell you something that you wanted me to tell you.
G'day, Megan Gorski.
I've never told anybody. Even up to this day, I've never told anybody. Nobody from Church of God. And,
Nutty Daddy, that's a funny name.
I mean, literally nobody.
Okay. Oh, Blue Boy, you tease. I was so looking forward to hearing what this was. Well played, sir. Well played. All right, so that's end of episode 23. Let's jump back and go back up to where we were chronologically. So Batsby and I finished episode 11, so we'll go on to episode 12. So I was going to wait for the next time Batsby and I stream to continue on with that, but there'll be other Casey calls for us to do. So I'll just get confused really if I go too much out of order. So episode 12.
Who the fuck is Paula?
She was a potential girlfriend that wasn't really a girlfriend, that was working on being boyfriend and girlfriend. Then she wound up hooking up with some other guy that she didn't even really want. She just used to have sex with him.
Oh.
And it was my fault because her and I spent a lot of time together, like every minute that we could.
So, you've been in love with a woman for 25 years who was never your girlfriend. Why do you love her for 25 years? I assume she's moved on and probably has an entirely different life now.
Oh, yeah, she does.
What did you love about her? You said you know what love is. What about her did you love? Because she was never even your girlfriend.
What love is.
I love the attention that we gave each other.
You love the attention. You love getting attention.
I love the attention that we gave each other. The time that we spent together.
There it is.
I love that she was good to my nieces and nephews, and to my brother, and to my sister-in-law. I love that she fit right in.
Go. Got it. Finally. You love attention. You love any attention you can get, whether it's negative or positive.
I love the attention that she gave to me, and I love the attention I gave to her.
You love all attention.
We both gave each other a lot of positive attention. Right
So how long did you know her for?
I knew her at the time. I knew her for 6 months.
You knew a woman for 6 months and were in love with her for 25 fucking years?
Yeah, well,
That's
shit happened.
pathetic. Yep, shit happened.
I didn't start my life. I didn't start my life.
Half of your years being on this earth, you were in love with a woman who didn't give a single fuck about you.
Casey, I didn't start my life, but I was still in love with her.
That shows me that you don't know what being in love means.
Of course. There's always something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Let's be picky. Let's pick me apart.
Let's be picky. You're saying you loved someone for 25 years, who you knew for 6 months. I'm trying to help you. It's not being picky, it's just a fact.
You know how many people have done this same thing, though? They try to pick my brain apart. They're trying to
get you to understand.
And g'day, Jake Penner and Viral Effects. And Jake Penner asks, have you made the trip from Sydney to Perth? I have flown from Sydney to Perth. I assume you're talking about flying rather than driving, because I definitely haven't driven from Sydney to Perth, because Perth is a long way from Sydney. But yes, I have flown from Sydney to Perth. And it takes, including the stopover you got to have, it takes like 9 hours or something ridiculous. I did it once for work, and I hope I never have to again. Perth's a lovely place. It's just long way away. any particular reason you're asking? If you want more details, if want more details about the flight to Perth, I'm your guy.
Trying to get me to say things. You want to ask me these questions? Ask me when you're in person.
You wouldn't listen in person either.
In person, I pay more attention to you. Over the phone, all I'm thinking about is how many other people have done the same shit over the phone.
I'm trying to figure out how you can say you love me
And
when you don't
Pee-wee's dog pound.
know what love is, and you were infatuated with a girl from 25 years ago.
It's a very good question, Casey.
Who doesn't give a about you. She probably forgot who you were.
I'm not talking about
She
her
probably,
now.
she
No.
probably never thinks about you.
Oh, no, I know what she does.
I can guarantee it. She probably never thinks about you. You brought her up, Lauren.
Okay, what part of I'm not talking about this over the phone?
You brought her up.
Yep, I brought her up. But I also cut it off, but you wanted to keep going with it.
That was your example of loving someone, or knowing what being in love is. Was you being in love with someone who had no feelings for you back.
I'm not talking about this
That
over
is
the phone.
some creepy shit.
Yeah, well, shit happens.
6 months of attention equals 25 years of obsession. You should talk to your therapist about it.
I already did.
Did she call you pathetic?
Nope.
Did she mention obsession?
Nope.
Then she sucks. And you should get a new therapist.
No. The one I get now is fine.
Yeah, it's good to have one who just agrees with everything you say.
She doesn't agree with everything I say.
See, Lorne's perfect therapist would be the one that doesn't agree with what he says, but that would be that, him going, oh, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I haven't been able to say no. I've hurt people, and then to say, oh, Lorne, it's not that bad. I'm sure you haven't done that much things. Everyone mucks up. I can't agree with you there, Lorne. That's what he wants.
Told her I didn't really want to stop talking to you. She pointed out the things that didn't make sense.
Are you in love with her?
Jesus.
Alright, well, I'm not going to do this all night, so you got to tell me now what you want to do.
Well, first of all, do you want me?
I told you before, Lauren, I have to meet you and get to know you first. Because unlike you, I don't fall in love with everyone right away. I need to get to know them, and I don't even know you.
You did Jamie.
What?
You fell in love with Jamie right away.
Holy shit.
That was before you went to Nashville.
Oh my God.
Matter of fact, you were engaged to her before you even went to Nashville.
Got married in Nashville.
Yeah, but gotten married in Nashville, you already knew what was going on.
And the difference with that is Jamie and I were always super nice to each other and got to know each other, or at least she got to know me. I got to know a fake person.
2 weeks? No, it wasn't even 2 weeks.
Or an engagement ring after 3 weeks. It wasn't 2 weeks.
2 weeks. You said I love you to each other. Then what was it? A couple of days later, she asked you to marry her. You said yes. That was long before you went to Nashville.
You fell in love with her too, and she was never nice to you. You don't even know you don't know anything about her.
Nope, I don't. Not like I thought I did.
At least her and I, we spent time together, played games together. You got to know me. You knew more about me than you do right now.
Well, yeah, because they're good catfish.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do now, Lauren?
Well, we're going to have to figure out some way to let probation know that you're real. That you're not a catfish.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. You give probation my phone number or my email address or any way they want to get in contact with me. They can ask me whatever questions they want, ask me whatever pictures they want, videos they want, whatever they want. I want to hear it from her fucking mouth. She needs to tell me what she wants from me to prove I'm real. And until then, you can go ahead and not text me and not call me if that makes you feel better, okay?
All right.
All right.
It's a fucking mess. I'm sorry I haven't showed you that picture of Jamie. I'm sorry. Anything about everything about Jamie.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that too. I wish you never introduced her to me.
I wish the same. I wish I never met her. Or any of
But
them.
you got a special connection with her.
G'day, Cornville Three-Ways, Pornville Three-Way. We never discussed, we discussed pictures. I thought that was part of the mystique, just to not share pictures. Turtlehead 2, hello to you. Tracy Hamill and the Duchess. Sorry, just Duchess, no the. Hello to all of you. Viral effects, Lawns Unclimbable Ladder. I was doing so well with keeping up with the chat, and then I fucked up. My head was messed up at the time. G'day, Matt Ryan. Baba Booey. Slash is saying something, but I'm sure it's not important, so I'm going to keep going.
For some fucking reason that you can't describe.
Well, I don't have it, obviously.
And g'day, Salty Robot. And that's fine, Peter O'Keefe. That is a very understandable reaction. And g'day, Vex and Cat G.
This is all catfish. You can't have a special connection with a catfish.
Certainly thought you did.
Well, because at the time I didn't know it was being catfished. You know that feeling.
Remember when we first started talking and I caught you sending those text messages that said that her pussy will always be yours? This is all your fault. Leave it alone.
Oh, shit.
And she didn't even have a pussy with Will's dick.
Oh, Will's a big pussy then, isn't he?
Well, you wanted to suck his dick.
No, I didn't want to suck his dick.
You were in love with him, so whatever. You and I both fell in love with Will.
No, we both fell in love with what we thought was a female.
That turned out to be a man.
That wasn't our fault, Casey. That was not our fault. We didn't do anything wrong with that.
Her being female was the only thing that you loved about her. Her being female was the only thing you loved.
You said
Because if there's anything about her personality, it was all Will. You fell in love with Will for spending time with you.
he certainly knows how to act like a female.
Really? Because he used a British male robot voice. I don't know how that makes him act like a female. But okay.
So they lied to me. They lied to me about a voice.
Yeah.
How the hell did I know what COVID could do?
I'm not talking about her.
I mean, that's really not the point here. Like, it's not really a point that and to be honest, COVID affects people a lot differently. I mean, you could have done some research on it, of course, but that's really not the issue here, as that they pretended to be COVID. It's, the whole other part of the catfishing. And yes, you're going to go on to say, oh, well, it's not my fault they lied to me and that, and, but it is your fault for believing this shit time and time again when all the evidence points to you're being catfished again.
Her voice, I'm pointing the fact out that she didn't act any different. It was a man talking with a man's voice. There's nothing feminine about her.
And the Packers are losing, so order is restored to this season, unfortunately.
And how could I know that? Well, I knew about the robot voice.
I know you didn't know it. I'm saying you fell in love.
I couldn't understand the female voice.
What I'm saying is
I asked her to change voices. Unfortunately, she picked a male voice that I could understand better than they could the female voice.
Okay, and
And
that's
I
not
answered,
the point. What I'm saying is, you fell in love with Will for spending time with you. That is what you said earlier.
I fell in love with what I thought was a female,
Right.
with what I thought was Jamie.
Yep, I know. But you
And
said it was
wound up,
about spending time with you.
yeah, well, I didn't fall in love with Will.
You
Will was
certainly
training up
did.
female, so he was given a completely different personality.
So you spent time with Will and fell in love with him.
I did not fall in love with Will. Will you stop trying to get me to say that?
You don't have to say it as long as you know it.
Huh?
And we
I
both
don't.
know it.
I don't. I know now that it was Will portraying a female.
Yep.
I did not fall in
Alrighty
love
then.
with Will.
Okay. So I guess I'll hear from you when you tell probation what they want, right? Is that what we're gonna wait for?
I don't want to stop talking to you.
I know, but we have to, right? Because my number's fake and because probation thinks I'm fake. And the solution to that is letting probation know I'm real. And that was what you said earlier, that we can't talk because you can't verify I'm real. So what I'm saying is, you give probation my information. They can get in contact with me however they'd like. Whatever they want that from me to prove I'm real, I will give it to them. And I guess until then, we'll just do whatever you want to do. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. So I'll hear from you once I hear from them.
No, you'll hear from me before then, probably.
All right. Well, if I do, don't ask me for my phone number and don't ask me about anything you're suspicious of. Because if you're suspicious, you tell your probation, they can come to me with concerns. I'll give them directly whatever will prove to you that I'm not fake, okay?
All right. Don't expect me not.
Right.
Don't expect me not to tell you when something bothers me.
Well, this is what I'm saying. If you have an inkling at all that I'm doing something fishy or you think I'm fake, go to them. They can come to me. I don't want to hear it, okay?
You don't want me to be honest with you about the way I feel.
I don't want
G'day, Lorne Lynn Tangstrong.
you to accuse me of being fake. Yeah.
Okay.
If I have to get where you're accusing me of being fake or you have questions and you think I'm fake, your options are don't talk to me ever again or have them reach out to me with your concerns, okay? Because I don't want to hear the same shit every day.
Well, that's sorted then. So that's the end of the call. He hung up here and didn't talk to her again.
Okay, but
Oh, what? My bad.
If you do something that makes me uncomfortable, you're gonna want me to be honest with you about it, right? You're not gonna want me to not mention it.
Here's the thing. If the thing that's making you uncomfortable is giving you the suspicion that I'm fake, then no, I don't want you to come to me with it, okay?
Okay,
I want you to go to your information, okay?
Okay, so what if I come right down the street and ask you, why would you say that, or something like that?
Are you accusing me being fake when you say that?
I would be accusing you of using something from the internet to make me feel bad or to make me react in a certain way.
And does that make you think I'm a catfish and fake?
No, because honestly, I don't think you're fake. I don't think you can.
That. Great. Well, you can come to me with that. But if you have any doubts that I'm real, then just don't talk to me. Or have probation reach out to me with your concerns, and that way we can get it all squashed, and we don't have to have any concerns at all that I'm fake, okay?
Okay. Jesus. Okay. But I'm going to give you an example of something. That gargoyle,
All right, give me your...
that gargoyle
Okay.
crap that you said the other day, yesterday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all the same shit that Jamie and Will said.
Okay, so two people can't come to the same conclusion that you have disgusting feet. Is that what you're saying?
Two people come to the conclusion. But what I was telling you is there was almost word for word what you said and what they said.
Okay, so what that says to me is that two separate people came to the conclusion that you have gargoyle feet. So maybe instead of accusing me of being fake, you should look at your feet and decide how to take care of them better so that no one ever says they're gargoyle feet ever again, okay?
Casey, listen, you don't need to talk to me like I'm a kid. Seriously. I've looked at my feet before. I try to take care of my feet the best that I can. You see pictures of my feet then, it's a little more difficult for me to take care of my feet as good as I can now. They're looking better, but there's some things that I can't help them because it's hereditary.
That's
my mother's
great to
feet,
hear, okay?
Mother has issues with her feet.
All right, so you're a whole family of gargoyle feet.
I didn't say my
Is
whole
that
family.
okay?
I didn't say my whole
Whatever.
family.
Then you and your mom have gargoyle
Well,
feet.
Point being is nobody should be making fun of what anybody looks like, period. There's nobody in this world that is perfect.
Nobody's perfect, that's correct, but no one besides you has gargoyle feet, okay?
All right.
And you told Jamie that I was ugly without makeup, so you did that before, you lying piece of shit bitch, okay?
Yeah, well, you're not ugly.
I know I'm not ugly. I'm not
I've never
sensitive
said you were
about it,
ugly.
but when you get called ugly or gargoyle feet, you know it's true, so you get defensive.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I was more defensive because of it being the same things that Will and Jamie had said.
okay, well, just because
And
Jamie...
see, this is Lorne. You should be defensive. You absolutely should be defensive. You have every right to feel defensive based on the previous times you've been catfished. But rather than just being defensive and making this, the other person's issue, you need to take their defensiveness. You need to look at things rationally and go, the balance of probability is that I am being catfished once again because, A, why would anyone really want to be with me given the person I am and my history? B, why would the person at the Sting House, the actress want to be with me? So all these things, the balance of probability says that I'm being catfished again. So simply from there, it's either don't answer the phone again, don't call again, or it's one more call to say, you know what, Casey, I'm pretty sure you're catfishing me again. If you aren't and you want to prove that, well, you come up to Maine. If not, we won't speak again. Fuck you if you are actually a catfish. Basically, like that's it. That's all. There's no other options.
and I got to the same
And g'day, Lulubop19.
conclusion that you have disgusting feet. Doesn't
And Duchess, I'm getting worried that the comeback time is not coming.
mean that I'm a catfish recording you, okay?
All right.
Okay, so what's the new rule, Lauren?
The new rule is don't call you fake.
And if you think I'm fake, what are you supposed to do?
Tell probation my concerns.
Watson with a double.
Or...
All right, I don't know. Maybe the comeback's on, guys. Maybe the comeback is on. And once again, I forgot to put Watson back into my fantasy team. So, 2 touchdowns this game, 3 touchdowns the other one, all not going towards my team. What a cockhead.
Or stop talking to you.
There you go.
Why you feel
All
like
right.
you can talk to me like a kid?
Because this is the only way I can get you to understand, little buddy.
No, it is not.
I love the condescension.
Well, because I just talked to you for like 2 hours, son, and you didn't listen to a goddamn thing I said.
Well,
So when I talked like this, you seem to
Yeah, but
absorb
it's
the
one of-
information.
Casey, you say I don't listen to a thing you said, and I listen to what you say, but you don't listen to what I say.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
Okay, buddy.
Huh?
Is
Go
there
get-
anything else?
go
Any
get
other
some
concerns
milk.
you might have?
Not right now. You can stop talking to me like I'm a kid.
Okay.
Well,
Now,
Yeah.
you have a good night, all right?
All right, you too.
All right.
I mean, she could stop talking to you like a kid, but I really enjoy it, so I hope she doesn't. And get a career awake.
Sleep tight, okay?
All right,
Bye.
you too. Bye.
All right, that's that one there. I'm gonna leave it there for tonight, guys. I just wanted to do a quick little stream really to finish this week off. And also the Packers look like the comeback's on, so I think I'm going to go and cross my fingers and hope that continues. So thank you, thanks for being here tonight. Thanks for being here all week with me. This has been a great week. Obviously heap of fun with Batsby last night. I kind of I don't really know what else to say. Like it's I just want to thank everyone really. Like to be honest, and I don't really want to go into it, and I'll preface this with that I'm all good now, but it's been a bit of a shitty week for me personally. Nothing serious, and nothing that is overly detrimental or that will continue on past this week. But being able to stream and hang out with you guys has really made it a lot better. So I do appreciate that. It just kind of brings into focus for me. A lot of times in life, we don't realize, other people around us and that. We don't realize what just, our actions, I mean, I know it's corny and cliche, but how people say, a smile can change someone's day, that kind of thing. Like, I have weeks like this, and you realize how true that is. So some of the interactions I've had with people this week and other stuff, I don't often share a lot of this kind of stuff, but they would have no idea the difference they've made to me. So, and you guys have no idea the difference showing up, sharing a laugh at this asshole, all that kind of stuff has made. So thank you very much, guys. So I'll see you again next week. Have a great weekend. I might see you around in some stream chats, hopefully. And yeah, just continue being your awesome selves. Don't forget to delete your archives, though. And bye for now.